Welcome to the 62nd Annual Honors Night ceremony at Orange Coast College in beautiful Costa Mesa, California. Please welcome the President of Orange Coast College, Dr. Angelica Suarez.
Good evening and welcome to Orange Coast College 62nd Annual Honors Night. My name is Dr. Angelica Suarez and I am proud to be the 11th President of Orange Coast College. It is my pleasure to be among the group of driven, successful, and inspiring students. Honors Night is a celebration of our students and their achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service. It is for our students who have forged a path for their future and are well on their way to achieving their goals. Our college and district are teaming with students, donors, faculty and staff, and community members who accompany each other on this journey known as education and lifelong learning. Tonight, we are celebrating the many ways in which our students experience the excitement of knowledge, both in and out of the classroom. This event also celebrates our extraordinary and generous scholarship donors who freely provide the gifts of further education to OCC students and to the family and friends of our students whose support has no doubt contributed to the success of those we honor here tonight. We have come a long way in 62 years, as we could not have done this without you. Welcome again, and thank you for helping us celebrate some of the best OCC has to offer our students. And now, I would like to turn this over to our Master of Ceremonies, Instructor of Theater Arts, Tom Bruno.
Thank you, President Suarez. Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Tom Bruno. Tonight, we're celebrating students, faculty, and staff who have exhibited exemplary service and leadership at Orange Coast College. Also, we are awarding scholarships to deserving students who have excelled academically. Honors Night is a standing tradition at Orange Coast College, and we are excited to honor and recognize so many deserving individuals who have given their time and energy to make OCC a premier college of choice. What is unique about this award ceremony is that students may be receiving more than one award. Yes, you heard me correctly. Therefore, it's in your best interest to stick around for the entire event. You might be the one to receive a scholarship toward the end. You don't want to miss it. I know you've been waiting for this evening to arrive, so let's get started with acknowledging and awarding Service and Leadership Awards and our first Honors Night recipient. To announce the DSPS Student of the Year is one of our instructional associates in the Office of Disability Student Programs and Services, Omra Pepik.
Thank you, Tom. I feel so fortunate to announce this year's DSPS Student of the Year. The student has shown great humbleness, determination, and tenacity in school and is an example of strength to many of us. I'm so proud to announce this year's award goes to Jazil Diaz. Jazil has participated in several clubs and events which she reports enjoying very much. These clubs and events include Camp Club, Care About My Planet Club, USEE, United Students for Equal Education, Vice President of Active Minds Club, Science Night, and Pause for Stress Relief. As a result, she has completed cleanups, recruiting blood drive donors, planned fundraisers, raised awareness about mental health, raised funds for an AB 540 student, and educated children about science and animals. Jazil shares, while being involved on campus, I not only had the opportunity to make a tremendous difference within the environment and community, but it also made an impact within myself as I got to see firsthand the positive difference we were making. I felt blessed to help others and realized it is my nature to help. She is now a part of 5 different honor societies and reports that though her mother has faced challenges in supporting her and her brother, she feels it is her duty to thrive and succeed to honor all the heartaches and tribulations her mother has endured. At Orange Coast College, she plans to earn her AS in biology and transfer to Cal Poly Pomona or Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to continue her pre-med education as a biology animal science major. Jazil plans to continue doctoral studies in UC Davis Veterinary Medicine program. She reports, "My dreams is to ultimately work with larger species, such as elephants and primates, in different parts of the world." Once again, congratulations, Jazil.
Thank you, Omra. This year, OCC lost a dear colleague and an upstanding member of our OCC family. Here to pay tribute is Doug Bennett, Executive Director of the Orange Coast College Foundation.
The 2020 Orange Coast College Honors Night is dedicated to the memories of John, Kerry, and Alyssa Altobelli, who were lost in the tragic Kobe Bryant helicopter crash in January. John was the Orange Coast College baseball coach for over 27 years and left a legacy of commitment and compassion for the hundreds of baseball players he's coached and his students in CPR and table tennis. Kerry was an adoring mother and committed baseball wife who was at virtually every OCC game and was John's co-coach. Alyssa was a talented young basketball player who dreamed of playing at the University of Oregon. John was my friend, a mentor, and someone who always challenged me to be the best as the director of the OCC Foundation. Please join us in honoring the memories of John, Kerry, and Alyssa.
It is my pleasure to be introducing two students this evening that truly embody what it means to be a student athlete. These exemplary students are required to be enrolled full-time with specific eligibility requirements to compete for any one of our 24 intercollegiate athletic teams. Those academic standards are combined with the daily commitment to their sport, as student athletes practice several hours a day while competing up to 5 times a week. These two student athletes not only met but far exceeded those requirements while representing the Coast Athletic Department proudly for 2 seasons, both in the venue of competition and in the classroom. Our first Scholar Athlete of the Year is Hunter Dickey. A true representation of what it means to be a student athlete, Hunter has been a standout in the OCC Athletics Department for a number of reasons. To go along with his contributions on the men's volleyball team, Hunter has earned a 4.0 GPA while balancing competition with his classwork, all while holding a seat on the ASOCC Senate. As a sophomore, Dickey became a starter for Coast and was named a co-captain of the Pirates thanks to his overall leadership skills on the court and his hard work off the court. Before the season was stopped short due to COVID-19, Dickey notched 41 kills, 25 digs, and 12 total blocks for the 7-4 Pirates. His hard work outside of the gymnasium is perhaps more impressive, as Dickey was recently accepted at Stanford University, where he will attend in the fall. Our second Scholar Athlete of the Year is Lucrezia Luwaldi. A standout all-around performer, Lucrezia Luwaldi helped the Pirates become successful in both beach volleyball and indoor volleyball, while also maintaining a 3.94 GPA, roles with ASOCC, all while being a leader in the athletics department during her time at Orange Coast College. In the fall, Luwaldi helped the indoor volleyball team to a 19-7 record and a trip to the second round of the Southern California Regional Playoffs. For the season, Luwaldi overcame a preseason injury and had 191 kills and 222 digs, which helped her earn second-team All-Orange Empire Conference honors in this sport as well. Both Hunter and Lou have also been recognized by the Orange Empire Conference as they were named to the All-Character Champions team. It has truly been a pleasure to get to know both standout Scholar athletes.
Thank you, Jason. Student life at Orange Coast College is one that is rich and deep due to the thousands of students and nearly 100 advisors that volunteer their time and energy through their involvement in student clubs and organizations. Each year, our college considers itself to be blessed to have over 80 unique student clubs, organizations, and honor societies to get involved on campus, to make lifelong friends, and to connect with the larger community. In collaboration with the OCC Student Government's Interclub Council, the next 4 awards will highlight the amazing work being done by our student clubs, student organizations, and honor societies. Here to share the Student Club and Organization of the Year Award is our Student Life and Leadership Specialist, Grishma Patel.
Thank you, Tom. The Student Club and Organization of the Year Award recognizes a student club or organization who embodies and lives out the concept of student engagement and community development. This year's recipient created the space for our science, technology, engineering, and mathematics students, also known as the STEM students, to come together. You may have seen this group out at campus events like OCC STEM Night, where they get elementary and middle school students to operate remote control robotics, assemble circuit boards, and even doing simple Java coding. In addition to all of this student club has also built a life-size robotic version of Pete the Pirate, which can be driven around to greet campus visitors. In addition to their on-campus involvement, the student club has created the space for its members to volunteer at community events like the California Baptist University National Chemistry Week and the California Elementary School Science Night. At both community events, they hosted robotics booths and interactive demonstrations like Diet Coke and Mentos rockets for elementary and middle school students to learn more about the STEM fields. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's Student Club and Organization of the Year to the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Club. Congratulations to the STEM Club.
Thank you very much, Grishma, and congratulations to the STEM Club. Next up is Michael Morvis, Director of Student Life and Leadership Development, to present the Service and Leadership Event of the Year Award.
This next award is intended to recognize an event that is planned and executed by students and has a major impact on either the college or local community. In reviewing the long list of events that our student clubs, student organization, and honor societies hosted this year, you can believe that selecting just one event was not an easy task. However, the event being recognized tonight is one that stood out from the rest based on its highly collaborative and grassroots planning efforts. In collaboration with the OCC Global Engagement Center, the Planned Parenthood Club presented a screening of an HBO documentary, Abortion: Stories Women Tell, followed by a panel of diverse student voices talking about their own personal experiences with abortion. Alongside these students was Jessie Rosales, an organizer from URGE, Unite for Reproductive and Gender Equity, Shannon Kiwis from Student Relation and Title IX Office, and Dr. Flavia Ruiz, who moderated the event. This event offered an opportunity for students on campus to hear about their peers' actual experiences with abortion, many of whom were sharing their stories in public for the first time. The club's hope was to destigmatize the subject and let people talk about honestly and openly through a safe and inclusive conversation. It is our pleasure to recognize the Planned Parenthood Club for their event, Abortion: Student Stories.
Wow, it's great to see students coming together to plan such a large-scale event. Thank you very much, Michael. Next, we have Efren Galvin, OCC's Director of Admissions, Records, and Enrollment Technology, to present the Advisor of the Year Award.
Steven Spielberg shared that the delicate balance of mentoring someone is not creating them in your image, but rather giving them the opportunity to be themselves. This next award recognizes an individual that has provided extraordinary advising and mentorship to a student club, student organization, or honor society. This nominee has been an advisor for the last 5 years to multiple student clubs and organizations, including the Algorithm Club and the Christian Students at OCC. The nominator of this individual shared about this advisor. Rather than just attending events, he actively engages each member of the club and checks in on them to make sure they are doing well in school. By taking the initiative to reach out to club members, he made them feel more comfortable and open. The club members also shared, by being the kind-hearted, considerate, and intelligent advisor that he is, the advisor has helped the club in every way that he could. What truly sets this advisor apart is how spontaneous and genuine he is in helping the members of the club. It is my pleasure to recognize this year's Student Club and Organization Advisor of the Year to OCC Computer Science faculty member and advisor to the Christian Students Club at OCC, Justin Jang.
Thank you, Efren, for that lively presentation. Our next presenter is known to have one of the best laughs on campus. Please assist me in welcoming Maricela Sandoval, Director of Equity Programs and Services, to present our Student Club and Organization Officer of the Year Award.
Each year, there are over 200 student officers that assist in running our student club, student organizations, and honor societies. The Student Club and Organization Officer of the Year Award is intended to recognize an officer that has gone above and beyond for their club. This year's selection serves as a vice president of one of our student clubs and organizations. According to this person's nominator, this officer puts on a smile when greeting new members. He has been someone to lean on when in need of support and provided many of our members a comfortable environment. Additionally, the nominator shares, a good leader is someone who does not just know how to tell a group of people what to do, but instead he shows them and through his actions inspires many others. This officer has demonstrated these characteristics multiple times. Without this officer, our club and OCC would not be the same. It is my pleasure to announce that this year's Student Club and Organization Officer of the Year is Vice President of the Christian Students at OCC, Davy Wang Chin.
Thank you, Maricela. On behalf of the college, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to all of the student clubs, organizations, and honor societies for everything that you do to make OCC a great place to be engaged. Here to present the Friends of the Students Awards is an individual who embodies the spirit of being a student leader on campus, our very own student body president, Raymond Tu.
Thank you very much for such a great introduction, Tom. As a standing honors night tradition, the student body selects 4 faculty and staff administrators who have made extraordinary contributions to the well-being of students above and beyond what is normally expected in their roles on campus. As a member who was involved in the selection of these individuals, I can tell you this was no easy task. I am sure that my fellow students would agree that there are so many staff, faculty, and administrators who go above and beyond the call of duty to make Orange Coast College the special place that it is. Needless to say, that speaks of how special these 4 individuals are. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Friends of the Students Award recipients. Dr. Vesna Marcina, full-time instructor in political science. Travis Turner, part-time instructor in kinesiology and athletics. Dr. Julie Wien, student leadership coordinator. And James Rudy, director of campus security and public safety.
Thank you, Raymond. As a member of the campus community, I know that the Friends of the Students Awards is one of the most coveted by the staff, faculty, and administrators. Well, as you can tell, we just cannot get enough of this next presenter. So please welcome back our Director of Admissions, Records, and Enrollment Technology, Efren Galvan, to introduce our Service Award certificates.
Thank you, Tom. At this point in the ceremony, we have the opportunity to recognize students for the volunteer service that they have provided to the campus. To recognize students who are, quote-unquote, living out OCC's educational mission of service, we would like to recognize 2 groups of service certificate recipients. These students being recognized provided service through their involvement in student club and organizations, student government, volunteering to serve students, such as being a note taker for students needing this accommodation, assisting students in our adaptive kinesiology program, or simply helping with the setup of a campus activity, just to name a few. There are 2 groups of service certificates that will be recognized. The Silver Certificate for service representatives of at least 20 hours of service to the college. The Gold Certificate for exceptional service represents at least 70 hours to the college. This year's Silver and Gold Certificate recipients are:
Silver certificates are awarded to the following students: Leanne Clitheroe, Frank Consoli, Natalie Denver, Anna Doe, James Doe, Jonathan Ensign, Kelsey Ferguson, Kevin Kyle Francisco, Jason Gonzalez, Sharon Jang, Christian Perez, Brian Porter. Gold certificates are awarded to the following students: Aziz Abbasov, Balen Cairo, Marcus Chandler, Nicole Ichiki, Kayla Carnes, Meredith McClintock, Kuni Morimoto, Sarah Lynn Nguyen, Annabelle Pika, Alyssa Putnam, Kenta Shigemori, Angela Wilhite.
Thank you, Silver and Gold Certificate honorees, for volunteering your time to serve our students at Orange Coast College. At this time, we'll transition from service certificates to honoring those students who contributed to our campus through their leadership. Similar to Efren, we just love having this person present. Here to tell us about our Student Leader Awards is Maricela Sandoval, Director of Equity Programs and Services.
Thank you, Tom. I truly appreciate the introduction. Our next award is our Student Leader Awards. The recipients of this award have provided a minimum of 70 hours of voluntary service to OCC, maintained a 2.5 minimum grade point average at OCC, and have either organized an event, campaign, activity, or had taken a leadership role as documented and defined by the advisor. At this time, 57 exceptional students will receive our Student Leader Awards. The recipients of this year's Student Leader Awards are
Ahmed Abdulwahab, Benjamin Advincula, Musa El Toff, Alyssa Alvarez Holmberg, Alfred Ong, Daniela Becerra, Bianca Brandy, Alexandra Janelle Brown, Lin Chen, Justin Chung, Sean Cho, Chris Clemente, Connor Cuomo, Almina Da Vinci, Hunter Dickey, Gina Din, Fan Do, Tang Doan, Molly Flick Kaiser, Sarah Forsgren, Jason Gong, Veronica Gordalatza, Haley Huang, Han Huang, Casey Hung, Mara James, Rin Kim, Sayaka Kirigakubo, They Tu Lee, Min Lee, Young Chin Lee, Ashley Lindsay, Leo Martinez, Ryan May, Brenda Muxie, Daisy Nguyen, Khan Nguyen, Trong Nguyen, Zach Nguyen, Clara Pasos Xavier Alonso, Vanessa Rodriguez, Sasha Sakib, Yumi Sato, Matthew Sereno, Ingli Tang, Karho Takahara, Heather Tosta, V Tran, Quinn Tran, Tan Tai Tran, Gino Vicencio, Michelle Vu, Davy Wang Chin, Yuno Watanabe, Sierra Wisner, Zara Wu, Daniela Joao.
Thank you very much, Maricela. Back to announce our Robert B. Moore Student Leader Awards is Michael G. Morvis, Director of Student Life and Leadership Development.
At Orange Coast College, Dr. Robert B. Moore was the ultimate servant leader and dedicated to student success. In honor of Dr. Moore, students have been chosen to be recognized for their servant leadership at Orange Coast College. These recipients have been more than just participants. They are recognized as servants to the campus community and have done whatever is necessary to help out their club, student group, or other students succeed. The minimum criteria for this award is holding at least 2 leadership roles on campus, 150 hours of service, and a 3.0 grade point average. Tonight, we have the pleasure of recognizing 14 outstanding student leaders for the Robert B. Moore Award. These recipients are Jackson Dugan, Kai Swan Gun, Mohit Ketterpaul, Jessica Lee, Luke Lyons, Anthony Mansfield, Kimia Mansur, Miyu Nagochi, John Park, Valeria Rodriguez, Shannon Tangjung, Kwang Tiha, Helen Tong, and Jaiwei Zhao.
Thank you, Michael. Here to present our last category of Award Leadership Awards is our amazing Director of Financial Aid, Tanisha Bradfield.
Joseph R. Kroll was the second Dean of Men and first Dean of Students at Orange Coast College. I have been told that Joe had high standards regarding leadership. Among these values are compassion, generosity, commitment, respect for all, a passion for leadership, and a passion for learning. Tonight, we honor 6 students who exemplify the values that Joe held dear. The Joseph R. Kroll Student Leader of Distinction recipients must, at a minimum, have been a leader in at least 2 programs and provided more than 150 hours for service and achieved a minimum GPA of 3.5. These students have made contributions to the college and our students that cannot be fully described in the few minutes we have now. Congratulations to Bria Brown, Sarah Catania, Carmen Chavez, Joseph Leo, Austin Salcido, and Raymond Tu. It is customary to select one individual out of this prestigious group of student leaders to be recognized as the top Kroll recipient. This year's honoree is Raymond Tu.
Congratulations, Kroll Award recipients. At this time, I want to invite our Chair of Honors Night and Orange Coast College's Dean of Students, Dr. Derek Vergara, who will announce our honorees of the City of Costa Mesa Chamber of Commerce's Les Miller Awards.
Thank you, Tom. Each year, Orange Coast College selects 2 outstanding students to receive the Costa Mesa Chamber of Commerce Les Miller Award. A highly prominent figure in the city of Costa Mesa, Les Miller was the first principal of Costa Mesa High School in 1958, holding various positions in the district before his passing in 1995. Les Miller's daughter, Mary Ann Miller, now retired, was a longtime employee of Orange Coast College. These 2 students are honored tonight and then again when they are presented to the community at the annual Costa Mesa Chamber of Commerce Awards ceremony in June. Both outstanding students have exceeded academically and in service and leadership this past year and will represent Orange Coast College in the city of Costa Mesa. Our first honoree is Bria Brown. Professor Daniel Simpkins said, "Bria is an incredible student, natural leader, and an exceptional human being. She is dedicated, passionate, enthusiastic, and intelligent. She is more than deserving of recognition for her time, energy, and service to the Philosophy Club and the campus at large. The club has grown significantly and would not be the same club without her today and her leadership. Our second honoree is Joseph Liu. Professor Justin Zhang states, Joseph is undoubtedly committed to the OCC community and always strives to do the best he can to contribute to the lives and experiences of those around him. I could always count on him to take care of any tasks and paperwork needed to get the club and events up and running. He has meaningful contribution to many activities and has been a key player in organizing and carrying out many club events. In addition, he realizes how important it is to raise up the next generation so that the club and the school can have continuity. I appreciate his contribution to the club and to the OCC community. Congratulations, Bria and Joseph, in receiving this prestigious award.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vergara. Our last leadership award is being co-presented by Dr. Majid Niramand, our current Vice President of Student Services, and Sharon K. Donoff, OCC Vice President of Student Service Emeritus.
Thank you. This final award recognizes and honors one student who has demonstrated exemplary leadership at Orange Coast College. The Sharon K. Donoff Scholarship recipient will receive a scholarship in the amount of $1,500. This year's Student Leader of the Year has shown exceptional leadership, always professional, articulate, and motivational. This year's recipient approaches life with a quest to make a real difference in the world and consistently looks for ways to bring about positive change on campus. This exceptional leader is well respected across campus by staff, faculty, and other students. Between her involvement as the student government's vice president of college life and as an officer in the STEM clubs, this student has contributed to over 800 hours of service and leadership to the campus community. As the STEM Club Electrical Engineering and Computer Science team lead, Sarah led a group of students in NASA's Space Grant Consortium Challenge, where they developed a prototype construction, testing, modification, and presentation. Since the start of this pandemic, under Sarah's leadership, the student government has planned several students' events and activities to ensure that their fellow students continue to be involved in our virtual world. Joining us this evening to present this award is Sharon K. Donoff, who was a former Vice President of Student Services at Orange Coast College. Sharon, you have done so much to support our students and our campus community, and this is really an honor for me to be introducing you this evening to award this scholarship. And Sarah, congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nariman. Honors Night has always been one of my most favorite events at the college. It's always so uplifting and positive. It gives me hope for the future. This next award, the Student Leader of the Year, goes to an individual that is a tireless volunteer, an accomplished scholar, and a true servant leader. Congratulations, Sarah Catania.
Congratulations to all those receiving service and leadership awards. Thank you for your contributions to Orange Coast College and the students we serve. Now, let's move toward the second portion of our event, the awarding of scholarship monies to deserving students. As in years past, Orange Coast College has given thousands of dollars to deserving students who use this money to continue their education and to obtain their chosen career or vocation. This year, we are awarding over $460,000 in scholarship money to 360 students, thanks to our wonderful donors who have given so generously year after year. Many of these will be receiving multiple scholarships. Tonight, we not only honor our student scholarship recipients, we also want to recognize and thank all our donors. You make this night possible.
A Roosters Foundation Culinary Arts Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Monica Perez Cervantes. Accounting Outstanding Student Award, Faculty Award in the amount of $833 goes to Jessica G. LaDuff, Daniel A. Sanders, and Tui Tien Trong. Adrian Sudweek's Memorial Photography Fund in the amount of $750 goes to Gabriela L. Garcia. Alexander McDougall Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Lindsay K. Osborne. Alice Haig Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Munis E. Gurakar. Altobelli Family Scholarship in the amount of $1,400 goes to Justin W. Brote and Ryan B. O'Halloran. Alumni and Friends Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Raymond Chi Tu. American Association of University Women Laguna Beach Scholarships for Reentry Women in the amount of $2,000 goes to Abigail J. Andresu, Valerie Fernandez, Stacy Mori, Jenny E. Ortega, and Helen R. Tomei. Amaru in the amount of $900 goes to Ada Dorinavard. Angela Espinosa Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Michaela M. Hernandez. Ann Harmer Second Chance Scholarship Award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Shannon N. Courtney and Alyssa C. Putnam. Ann Mansfield Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $850 goes to Sarah K. Davenport. Anonymous in the amount of $750 goes to Valerie Fernandez, Michaela M. Hernandez, Tammy L. Strout, and Helen R. Tomei.
Hello, I be stay-at-home Pedro the Pirate, Scourge of the Seven Rooms, House of... well, this one. The fifth of me name, King of the Channels, Lord Insomniac of the Night's Watch, Warden of the Netflix, and rightful hair to be trimmed. It's starting to be getting pretty long. You know, I be missing a lot during this time, but you know what I miss the most? Me treasure. But you don't have to worry, because we be giving out over $400,000 here at the Night of Honors, so ye all be getting some treasure. Well, have a wonderful 2020 Night of Honors.
Armin Goglanian Disabled Students Tribute Run in the amount of $1,000 goes to Sarah E. Kincaid and Ronald J. Skosapek. Art Photography Scholarship in the amount of $4,000 goes to Michelle J. Pacusa. ASOCC ICC Service and Leadership Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Mohit Ketarpal and Daniela Zhao. Barbara Wright Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Delani P. Gayo. Barnes & Noble Bookstore Scholarship in the amount of $1,700 goes to Vanessa Rodriguez. Basil Peterson Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Maritza A. Alvarado, Diane Kim Bui, Carmen Chavez, Tang Dui Doan, Jonathan A. Froman, Katrina N. Futch, Riley A. Gore, Sandy I. Hamida, Sita Natasha Shakiri, Sang Dan Tai, Michaela C. Van, and Kai Yoshikawa. Beecher Family Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Leonel A. Martinez. Bennett Family Women's Basketball Award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Violet L. Cisneros. Bernice and Bud Fricker Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Zadira Y. Acosta Sezen. Bob McCaffrey Scholarship in the amount of $840 goes to Isabel S. Burton and Dominic Wilson. Brett Southworth Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Christopher A. Gomez. Bruce Kerry Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Amin Egbalian Nuzanizadeh and Dao Dai V. Tran. Bucky Profile Recycling Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Ronald J. Skosapek. California Retired Teachers Association Harbor Beach Division 77 Scholarship Foundation in the amount of $2,000 goes to Stacy Morey. Carl Eckelberry Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Abinab A. Bosteros. Casey Family Foundation Construction Technology Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Stephen J. McCloskey. Casey Lambris and Tammy MacArthur Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Aaron M. Aros. Charles and Evelyn Haley Memorial Business Award in the amount of $750 goes to Tuan Quoc Huang. Charles and Olive Lipo Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Leonardo G. Cavalcanti. Cherry Gundry Memorial Scholarship Fund in the amount of $850 goes to Stacy Morey. Children's Center Tribute Run Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Sean D. Goda. Christine Baltes Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Caitlin T. Wood. Christine Solis Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Anna M. Britell. Classified Senate Sprinting to Success Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Valerie Fernandez, Megan E. Pukert, and Alyssa C. Putnam. Cliff Moore Family Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Leonel A. Martinez. Commencement Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Carmen Chavez.
Is everyone enjoying the show so far? Well, don't go anywhere. We will be right back after a word from our sponsor. To be or not. What's my line again?
Okay, guys, that's a cut.
Things can get pretty interesting on set, but you went to Orange Coast College. OCC has prepared you for whatever your career throws your way. Don't worry, you got this. Apply now. Communication Studies, the Barbara Bullard Award for Excellence in Speech Communication in the amount of $750 goes to Ryan T. Bodner and Alyssa E. Alvarez Holmberg. Communication Studies, the Peg Taylor Award for Excellence in Forensics in the amount of $750 goes to Heather E. Tosta. Communication Studies, the Norm Fricker Communication Studies Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Vanessa Rodriguez. Communication Studies, the Bill Landers Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Cameron A. Pettis. Communication Studies, the Frida Eldon Award Excellence in Communication in the amount of $750 goes to Sean D. Goda and Ashley M. Lindsay. Communication Studies, the Kat Carroll Award for Excellence in Communication Leadership in the amount of $750 goes to Julie Ann M. Lay and Bruce M. Warner. Communication Studies, the Michael Lee Award for Excellence in Communication Arts in the amount of $750 goes to Gino F. Vicencio. Conrad Prieto Moreno Welding Technology Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Chanel Harwick. Corey Thompson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $800 goes to Amy K. Garcia. Costa Mesa Kiwanis Club in the amount of $750 goes to Gina Fong Tring Din. Costa Mesa Women's Club in the amount of $1,000 goes to Yesenia E. Alvarez Munoz. Cuellar Family Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Stephanie Rios. Culinary Arts Club Robin J. Hood Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Brian J. Zafran. Cy Rocky Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Evangelina C. DiMaggio, Fong T. Nak Do, Grace F. Morton, and Wala Tyan. Cy Rocky Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Yanira A. Rivas Ramos and Eleazar Sosa. D. Travis Kubiak Spirit Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Kristen A. Fraker. Danette Dee Shepherd Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Jazeel K. Diaz and Haverly K. Horton. Daniel E. Scanlon Memorial Award in the amount of $850 goes to Tien Tom Tran. David A. Grant Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Miyu A. Noguchi. David Tarosian and P.J. Freeman Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Bianca D. Brandy. Don Blodgett Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 goes to Sarah L. Groff. Dean Westgard Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Charlotte R. Crochar. Debbie Slemons Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Lily J. Johnson. Dixon Family Scholarship for the Visual Arts in the amount of $750 goes to Jason G. Berger, Jenny Choi, and Angelo D. DeFabio. Don Hudson Baseball Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Juan J. San Juan Farias. Don McKee Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Sayaka A. Kiritakubo. Donald A. Akeley Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Tui Tien Trong. Donald A. Akeley Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Connor C. Cuomo, Ti Mi Wen Do, Kai Shuen Gan, Tran Phuc Quy Bao Nguyen, and Magdalena F. Polite. Doris Crandall Scholarship Fund in the amount of $750 goes to Eunice R. Chincata. Douglas Jenks Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Chow M. Lei. Dr. Drew Multicultural Scholarship Award in the amount of $750 goes to Joseph M. Liu.
I'm not sure what the theme was supposed to be for this Honors Night, but I'll tell you what it is now. Honors Night 2020 House Party! I'd be here all week. Probably a bit longer, too.
Dr. Jack P. Lipton General Counsel Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Keiho Takahara. Dr. James W. Thornton Jr. Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Walla Tyan. Dr. Melvin E. Neely Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Hunter T. Dickey. Dr. Norman E. and Gwenda Watson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $850 goes to Valerie Fernandez. DSPS Student of the Year Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Jazeel K. Diaz. E.C. Nicholson Art Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Miguel Soria. Early Childhood Education Scholarship in the amount of $800 goes to Remington T. Shaquin. Ed Dornan and Dory Dunlap Scholarship for Arts, Literature, and Writing in the amount of $1,000 goes to Morgan A. Jackson. Ed Fawcett Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Min Tao Hua. Edith Ladd Home Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 goes to Vanessa B. Ortega. Edith McTiernan Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Ashley Kwan. Edwin Holloway Vale J.D. Memorial in the amount of $1,700 goes to Dwin On Tui Lei. Environmental Education in the amount of $1,000 goes to Hannah E. Fitzpatrick. Fascinated by Light, the Rick Steddery Scholarship in the amount of $3,500 goes to Amarie Perez. Finnegan Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Nu Hwang Fong Bui. Flo Hanchett Sociology Scholarship in the amount of $1,100 goes to Maritza A. Alvarado and Katrina N. Futch. Fountain Valley Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $750 goes to Phaouk Xuan Tran. Fred G. Sparks Jr. Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Huang Nam Trin Chenita. Friends of the Library Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Valerie Fernandez and Catherine M. Meals. Friends of the Student Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Miyu A. Noguchi. George Charlo Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Courtney M. Green, Joanna J. Tang, and Justin Chen-Yu Yo. George Charlo Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Omar T. Almutazib, Simone Paulo Ferrari, Meredith H. McClintock, Hao Nok Nu Nguyen, T. Tang Tao Tuong, and Mako Yuki. Glass Mountain Incorporated Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Victor Fan. Getz Family Honors Scholar Award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Paul K. Wananga. Guardian Scholars Resiliency Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Kevin S. Burgess and Sarah E. Kincaid. Hal Schrupp Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Katrina N. Futch. Hazel Cubbin Greenleaf Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Christopher L. Gonzalez. Healthcare Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Chelsea R. Tovar. Helen Prothers Memorial Fine Arts Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Belen Ortiz. Henry and Barbara Panian Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $825 goes to Bridget D. Devlin. Honors Night Photography Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Leo Voucher. Hubbard Hub Howe Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Angel Cantera, Bamdad Goshtospi, and Jenny E. Ortega. International Understanding Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Aziz Abbasov, Andrea S. Aguirre Urbina, Sharon Kim, Kaung Tiha, and Daniela Zhao. Irene Vallera Rickerson Scholarship in the amount of $1,600 goes to Brandy C. Mankin. Isidore C. Myers Photography Scholarship in the amount of $5,000 goes to Victor Hernandez. James Edward Carnett Writing Award in the amount of $750 goes to Vanessa Rodriguez. Jane Hilgendorf Women's Volleyball Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Bailey E. Coffin. Jeffrey Dimsdale Leadership Scholarship in the amount of $1,400 goes to Han Min Huang and Miyu A. Noguchi. Jeffrey Dimsdale Leadership Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 goes to Dwin On Tui Lei.
Honors Night has always been my favorite night of the year. It's always so impressive to hear about all of the amazing things our students are doing on campus and in our communities. When I was a student at OCC, I was lucky enough to have received several scholarships. Without these scholarships, I would not have been able to complete my educational goals and graduate from UCLA. As soon as I graduated, I knew I had to give back and return the favor. For the past 10 years, I have been a scholarship donor, and nothing brings me greater joy in my life than giving someone else the opportunity to succeed. I wish you all the best, and go Coast.
Jenkins Quo Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Bianca D. Brandy. Jim Jones Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $800 goes to Young Jun Choi. John Coates Memorial ESL Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to T. Tang Tao Tuong. John McInerney Memorial Music Scholarship in the amount of $900 goes to Maximilian A. Bullard and Samuel O. Polite. John P. Potter Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Luis E. Robles. John Peter Rubino Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Taylor J. Wilson. Joseph R. Kroll Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Raymond Chi Tu. Josiah Dahlin Dance Creativity Award in the amount of $1,250 goes to Maria Mar Lopez Tovar. Jordan Watanabe Baseball Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Brendan J. Argomanis. Joyce Kai Mott Course Assistant Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Milton R. Garcia. Julie Ann Daniel Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $900 goes to Helen R. Tomei. Jupiter TOP in the amount of $800 goes to Oscar E. Viela. Kaiser Permanente Southern California in the amount of $1,800 goes to Joshua T. Barnhill, Erica W. Kim, Mark S. Klossing, and Kwan H. Nguyen. Kaiser Permanente Southern California in the amount of $1,500 goes to Kelsey M. Gilly, Milena A. Helzer, Heather R. Kelly, Charles E. Lotz, and Brittany N. Pereno. Kathleen and David McKay Memorial Photography Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Brett A. Erickson. Catherine Wood Stanberry Women in Transition in the amount of $750 goes to Tammy L. Strout. Kenny Legg Turner Bach Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Daniel Reyes. Kent Stewart Anderson Memorial in the amount of $5,000 goes to Keith R. Ontiveros. Leon Ski Training Award in the amount of $750 goes to Marcos Linares. Lewis Memorial Science Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Trin Lay. Light as Story Peggy Hesketh Photography Scholarship in the amount of $1,250 goes to Viet Vuong Huong Nguyen. Lorraine Henry Scholarship for Excellence in Medical Imaging in the amount of $800 goes to Kwan H. Nguyen. Lorraine Henry Scholarship for Excellence in Medical Imaging in the amount of $750 goes to Erica Waju Kim. MF and Marvel Monia Johnson Memorial Scholarships in the amount of $5,000 goes to Rachel Y. Abdulfetta, Frank W. Consoli, Connor C. Cuomo, and Kwan H. Nguyen. MF and Marvel Monia Johnson Memorial Scholarships in the amount of $2,500 goes to Joshua T. Barnhill, Zachary J. Bucci, Catherine J. Iavelli, Brian L. Lozano, and Victoria E. Vinson. Margaret Andrews Memorial Arts Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Min Nak Tien Nguyen. Marie Howe's Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Grace F. Morton. Marilyn Scion Environmental Awareness Award in the amount of $750 goes to Sean D. Goda, Tram Duk Bao No, and Jessica Na Duin Pham. Marine Science Department Faculty Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Madison A. Enriquez, Mercedes A. Heineman, and Catherine J. Iavelli. Marine Science Outstanding Student Assistant Aquarium Manager in the amount of $750 goes to Matthew L. Coleman and Katrina N. Futch. Martha Muff Howe Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Hugh An Thu Lei.
So this be Zoom, huh? Oh, look! It gives me the ability to change me background. Let's see. I would like to be born into a wealthy family. It only lets me change me virtual background and not me personal one. Oh, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Oh, look! I'm in space! Let's see what other backgrounds I have to work with. Ooh! I have no idea what this is. Look. I'm at OCC. It'd be like I never left. Oh, this is a lot of fun. I'm going to play around with this for a bit.
McCardle Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Daniela Gonzalez Chavez. Michelle Betcher Memorial in the amount of $1,000 goes to Myra Casillas and Tien Q Nguyen. Mike Cobb Scholar Athlete Award in the amount of $800 goes to Shai Sharif. Monta Lee Harvey and James R. Harvey Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Kiana Niasmondi. Mr. Hien Hui Nguyen Memorial in the amount of $1,000 goes to Kuyen Ni Ti Dao. Norma Goodrich Howard Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Raymond Chi Tu. Norma Schechter Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Tuong Nguyen Cat Pham. OCC Chemistry Department Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Connor Cuomo. OCC Chemistry Department Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Chloe Babyak, Yejin Hong, Trin Nguyen, Kana Watanabe, Cash Wolken, Ethan Johnson, and Magdalena Polite. OCC Emeritus Chemistry Faculty Scholarship in the amount of $10,000 goes to Kylie A. Conrad and Lai H. Huang. OCC Men's Basketball Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Aaron M. Arwao. OCC Recycling Center Scholarship in the amount of $1,250 goes to Mohit Ketarpal and Brandy C. Menken. OCC Vietnamese Student Association in the amount of $750 goes to Nu Huang Phong Bui. OCC Watson Family Aquatic Scholarship in the amount of $8,000 goes to Jose Rodriguez. Orange County Chan de Rotesseur Scholarship Funds in the amount of $1,850 goes to Amy B. Wilson. Orange County Fine Arts in the amount of $750 goes to Andrew J. Saldana. Orange County Wine Society Incorporated in the amount of $1,500 goes to Dilara Kavar. Orange County Wine Society Incorporated in the amount of $1,335 goes to Genevieve M. Claypour. Orange County Wine Society Incorporated in the amount of $750 goes to Cameron R. Wilson. Osher Foundation Scholarship in the amount of $1,200 goes to He Ba Dao, Ethan S. Johnson, Caroline G. Kamani, Jessica G. LaDuff, Kan Nguyen, Tian Train Nguyen, Huang Lan Nguyen, Bruce R. Nishihara, Lindsay K. Osborne, Andrew R. Palacios, Duk Tin Fan, Shelby E. Rankin, Mohammed S. Saeed, Eleazar Sosa, Diana A. Vu, Ang Hong Vang, and Shanae Yun. Pat Patterson Memorial Fund in the amount of $750 goes to Susanna H. Vanderwall. Patrick Lepo Children's Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Roxanne E. Vandewalker. Paul Cox Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Angel A. Canal. Paul Mitchell Public Policy Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Christopher Clemente and Ryan T. May. Pepsi Cola Scholarship in the amount of $1,250 goes to Miguel A. Ramirez. Pepsi Veteran Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Christopher J. Wood. Perrault Family Scholarship Fund in the amount of $2,000 goes to Carla M. Aceves, Jonathan A. Froman, Leonel A. Martinez, Ashley J. Owings, and Vanessa Rodriguez. Persian Student Society Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Sayeda Natasha Shakiri and Sahar Zolfageri. Peter Christian Hernandez Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Hei Ba Dao and Ching Lei. Fan Tan Heap Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Hassam Bakshi. Phi Delta Kappa Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Laura M. Miner. Phi Theta Kappa Chapter Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Bianca D. Brandy, Min N. Lee, Joseph M. Liu, and Matthew K. Sereno. Phi Theta Kappa Chapter Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Carmen Chavez, Chrislyn L. Davis, Jackson P. Dugan, Jonathan A. Froman, Kayla L. Carnes, Ingli Tang, Paul K. Wanganga, and Justin Kane Yu Yo. Photo Faculty Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Carla C. Wilson. Phyllis Ann Marshall Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Hu Lok Wen. President's Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Raymond Chi Tu. Pro Photo Connection Scholarship for Excellence in Photography in the amount of $2,500 goes to Sydney L. Douglas. Puente Club Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Nicholas A. Anaya. Rachel Hamilton, Lydia Perez, and Ruthie Adams Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Michaela M. Hernandez.
Good evening. On behalf of the Rawless Foundation, sincere and enthusiastic virtual greetings from John Rawless, Marilyn Bergman Rawless, and Marilyn Monroe on the occasion of this honors night from afar. In the true American can-do tradition, nothing will be permitted to disrupt this unique celebration of you and your accomplishments and your journey to achieving your dreams. That said, the Rawless Foundation Guardian Scholar Scholarships are presented with the greatest of admiration to ambitious college-bound students who are current or former foster youths, wards of the court, and have had the great good fortune to participate in the extraordinary Orange Coast College Guardian Scholar Program. These scholarships will be offered only to Guardian Scholar students who are transferring from OCC to a university, college, vocational institute, or technical trade school. It's both our privilege and pleasure to offer these uniquely deserving and motivated students assistance in achieving their academic or vocational goals.
Rawless Guardian Scholar Scholarship in the amount of $2,500 goes to Abigail J. Andresu, Jerzu Castellanos, Christopher L. Gonzalez, Kayla K. Kaholilihala, Sarah E. Kincaid, and Ashley J. Owings.
The Rawless Foundation Military Veterans Scholarships are presented with sincerest appreciation to students who have bravely and proudly served their country, both in times of war and peace. The scholarship funding can be utilized either to continue a student's education at Orange Coast College or by transferring to a university, college, vocational institute, or technical trade school.
Rawless Military Veteran Scholarships in the amount of $2,500 goes to Yadir Bacosta Sens, Mark A. Kudik, Anthony T. Mansfield, Ricardo D. Sharp, and Heehan Hao Trong. Ralph Hewlett Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Tien Biu. Reach Out in the amount of $750 goes to Jessica Nadwin Pham. Reentry Center Tribute Run in the amount of $750 goes to Bruce M. Werner. Rick Malman Memorial Photography Award in the amount of $750 goes to Chinchilla Chinchilla. Robert and Van D's Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Stacy Morey. Robert B. Moore Scholarship in the amount of $1,250 goes to Ashley M. Lindsay. Robert L. Pope Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,400 goes to Kwa Huang An Wen. Robert Wilson Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Juju Seiki. Ronald Schreier Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Paul K. Wanganga. Ron Reinhold Memorial in the amount of $750 goes to Roderick Lai. Round Table for Food Professionals in the amount of $750 goes to David D. Peterson and Cameron R. Wilson. Roy and Harriet Z. Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Stacy Morey. Santa Ana Army Air Base Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Frank W. Consoli. Shag Family Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Kyla Beatrice A. Alberto. Scholarship 75 in the amount of $1,000 goes to Trin Min T. Huin, Swan An Tu Lei, Pham H. A. Nguyen, and Tin P. Tran. Scholarship 75 in the amount of $750 goes to Brianne N. Brown, Ari Fermarzi, Sean Flam, Kwok Fong Lei, Ryan T. May, and Tan Tai Tran. Sharon K. Donoff Student Leader of the Year Award in the amount of $1,500 goes to Sarah H. Catania. Sherry Griswold Memorial in the amount of $1,250 goes to Julia M. Benani. Shirley Jane Brooke Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Van Wen Do. Shirley Jane Brooke Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Nguyen Dan V. Tran. Smith Vaughn Lyons Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Logan A. Wheeler. Son Nguyen Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Ta Chow Wen. Seroptimist International of Huntington Beach Women's Empowerment Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Jenny E. Ortega. Spencer C. Amanwat Vorakul Memorial Photography in the amount of $1,500 goes to Award Rex F. Ramirez. Spirit of Ability Scholarship in the amount of $900 goes to Michelle A. Tolliver. Stephanie West Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Michelle R. Bednarowski. Students Against Drunk Driving in the amount of $750 goes to Annabelle M. Pica. Sue Brown International Student Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Nicholas Fitchman and Lucrezia Lauldi. Timken Sturgis Professional Mariner Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Nicholas J. Spriggs. Trailblazer Theater Talent Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Sarah M. Egger. Vasily and Lena Vieira Scholarship in the amount of $1,550 goes to Bailey C. Proctor. Vice Presidents and Deans Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Bao Li Hong Nguyen. Vietnamese Catholic Student Association Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Van Nguyen Do. Veriglio Jr. Doblouis Memorial Photography Award in the amount of $750 goes to Nora A. Garibaldi. Waltmar Foundation Award in the amount of $1,000 goes to Kang Yi Chu, Johan De Giovanni, Rui Chi Hyo, Matthew K. Sereno, Chow M. Tran, Tang Truc Vu, and Daniela Zhao. Warren Weitzman Memorial in the amount of $1,000 goes to Amanda M. Barton. Wellness Tribute Run in the amount of $750 goes to Sahar Zolfagari. Wendell L. Pickens Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $900 goes to Jake S. Lopez. William Mason and Jane Lee Hamilton Memorial in the amount of $850 goes to Madi Solarian. Yost Family Gateway Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 goes to Tan T. Do. Yost Family Gateway Scholarship in the amount of $1,250 goes to Annabelle M. Pica. Yost Family Gateway Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Jenny Choi, Shannon Nicole Courtney, Farah M. Hammam, and Ronald J. Skosapek. Yost Family Gateway Scholarship in the amount of $750 goes to Kien S. Azerbaijan.
Okay, we did it! Congratulations to all of our students, faculty, and staff who received recognition for their service and leadership on campus this past year. And a special congratulations to all the students receiving scholarships and the donors who made it possible. Honors Night Events is a special event for Orange Coast College. as it reflects the administration, faculty, and staff's commitment to academic excellence and continues to give credence to our educational mission. Thank you and good night.